I just gotta talk about it 'cause it needs to be talked about. I don't even know why you ain't done it yet. Somebody say something.
It's bacon! Bacon, 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 bacon! We all know that Americans love bacon. But how far are you willing to go over a strip of bacon? So there was this lady who shot somebody at a McDonald's drive-thru because they forgot to put the bacon on her burger. They forgot it the first time. She called back and they said it was going to give her a free meal. She came back the second time, no bacon, flipped out. This is what happened. Watch it.
Off the top tonight, a bizarre story that is going viral. A shooting at a Grand Rapids McDonald's, all over 2 messed up orders.
Police say it was 29-year-old Shanika Torres who pulled the trigger. And she's now facing a number of charges, including discharging a firearm in or at a building.
24-hour News 8 Steve Kelso is live tonight with this strange story. Steve.
Yeah, good evening, Brian and Sue. Police say things went sideways in a right powerful hurry here at this McDonald's. And like you said, it was all over one simple missing ingredient.
Bacon. Bacon. Bacon.
Police say Shanika Torres first came to this McDonald's sometime yesterday and ordered bacon on her burger. When she got home, no bacon. She called back. The manager said, no problem. We owe you a meal. And then...
She goes out with some friends when they're out having a good time, and they're driving by the McDonald's, and she says, hey, actually, I got a meal coming to me. I still have my receipt. I'm good to go. So they pull up there, and that's a second interaction.
But again, no bacon.
This woman fires the shot from inside the car.
Yes.
She's the passenger.
Yes.
So she's in this seat. She has to reach across her friend's face to fire that weapon.
Not in front of her face, but yeah, the bullet has to pass in front of her, you bet.
She was arrested a short time later at her home, and this afternoon, Shanika Torres was arraigned on 3 felony counts that could land her in prison.
They had her phone number somehow.
Yes.
How did that happen?
She had left it with an employee.
As turns out, Torres was feeling fairly social at the payment window.
Is she just maybe looking to establish a relationship with the person at the first window?
Don't know. Don't know.
Like, hey, here's my number. Call me.
There you go.
There you go, indeed. I spoke with a woman who was in that car driving. She says she had no idea that Torres had a 9mm in her purse. When I tried to continue our conversation, she said she really couldn't go much further because her ears were still ringing from that gunshot. Torres is lodged in the Kent County Jail on a $50,000 bond tonight. Live in Grand Rapids, Steve Kelso, 24-hour News.
You watched it. See, the first time, it's understandable. But the second time you forget my bacon, that's it, niggas. Your head, I'm taking it off. You got to, man. Bacon? This is America. We can't live without bacon. Oh, my God. I want to know what to do. I mean, imagine if bacon was never invented. Then when we wake up in the morning, we'll just have grits and eggs. It don't even sound like a complete meal. Grits, egg, and bacon? Completion. You can't shoot somebody over bacon, man. Frankly, I didn't even really know that McDonald's even put bacon on burgers. I always get my bacon burgers from Wendy's. You know, Wendy's have a better patty. Their meat tastes better than the McDonald's hamburgers. The McDonald's hamburgers I never really cared for. But it's not discredit McDonald's because they still have some of the best fries on the planet. Not as great as they were when they first came out, because when they came out, it was like, oh my God, magic. But still some of the best fries on the planet. Now, you know, can't shoot people over bacon. It's a horrible, 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 horrible thing to do. Okay. With that being said, I got another story about McDonald's. Now, this lady earns the trophy of what ignorance or stupidity for being really stupid and ignorant and shoot somebody over bacon. This next lady did something kind and nice and incredible, but still gets a trophy for being stupid and ignorant. And I'm going to explain it to you why. But first, I'm going to show you what happened. Well, this is what happened. She paid for some fighter's food. Watch it. I'm going to talk about it.
McDonald's employee fired for having it her way. Heather Levia shelled out $83 of her own money to pay the bill for some firefighters. And they had just been outside in the cold weather putting out a fire. When a different fire department comes in later that day, she contacted her boss and the corporate office to see if they would pay for their meals, and the corporate office said no. So she and two co-workers, they picked up the tab. Levia, who worked there for 8 years, was fired after her next shift.
I wish that the communities would change and help each other out. I wish that things didn't have to be the way that they are. And if losing my job is going to speak out to the community, then that's what it's going to do.
Her boss says she was let go for swearing at a supervisor.
Alright, you watched it. Alright, you watched it. First of all, thumbs up. Ellen DeGeneres will be so proud of you. Be kind to one another. Right, I got that. God is going to bless you with a lot of opportunities. But, because really she didn't know better. But if she had any kind of common sense, you would know when kindness has gone a step too far. And when kindness goes a step too far, people tend to take advantage of you. Now, the first time she paid for the fighter meal, bravo, hand clap. That's what you're supposed to do. Give back. Give back as God has given a blessing to you. I understand that. It only came up to like what, 80, how much did they say? $80 worth of food. That's like 20 people. So that's no reason why America should be hungry. Because you can feed a household in America full of McDonald's for cheap. But that's another topic. Anyway, that's a side note. Anyway, okay, it was a good idea for paying for the fighters meal. Even though the fighters make more than you. Now, you do some kind for somebody and they fuck it up for everybody by bragging about what happened, and now all of a sudden they think they deserve the same treatment when they don't know you. So a second team of fighters, well, second department came in and said, excuse me, are you going to pay for the food? Now, I'm assuming that old boy from the fire department number 2 was joking. At least for God, I hope he was joking. Because when you do some kind for somebody, they'll fuck it up for everybody else by telling people about it. See, from the bottom of my heart, if I do a kind deed from you, from my heart, especially from the bottom of my heart, even if I had it to give, most of the time I won't. But if I give you some from my heart, most of the time I don't have it to give. I just like the feeling I get afterwards. So if I do something for you, don't go tell your homeboys or your homegirls and expect them to get the same treatment from me. You know, I just did that for you for one time. But she couldn't take that as a hint or a joke. She thought it was literal. She got this whole save the world mentality, which is very dangerous. Be kind, I understand that, but save the world mentality gets dangerous. That's how people go crazy. So, she gets fired because she called the corporate office and asked them would they pay for the other fighters' food. And they said no. Well, yeah, duh. See, a lot of people not going to like that. But, see, even though I got a poor man's wallet, poor man's home, poor man lifestyle, I'm going to have a CEO mind frame. I try to keep that. You can be rich in your mind. Don't cost anything to imagine. So with a CEO mind frame, I'm thinking if I own my own business and one of my employees dare call me and ask me could I pay for something for the customers, I'll be ready to cuss them out. You're supposed to get fired. I would have fired your ass too. For ignorance and stupidity. I can't even pronounce the word right. Forgive me for being stupidity. Forgive me for being stupid. Alright, I'm not gonna say it no more until I learn to pronounce it. Forgive me for being dumb. Yeah, but as dumb as I am for having bad vocabulary, she's even dumber for thinking that the boss of a major corporation is going to pay for the customer food just because she did it once. I mean, it was nice the first time. She wasn't looking for any recognition or attention, but, you know, you should have just kept it to yourself. And the second fire department, I'm pretty sure he was joking. For God, I hope that he was joking. I'm pretty sure he was joking. I mean, I don't really think that he intended for old girl to pay for their food like that. The fact that she even wanted to baffles me. That's just too kind. You can be too nice, and this is what happens when you're too nice. Chaos. Yeah, but you know how you say if you give something to somebody, you're gonna have to give it to everybody. That's what's wrong with the world, man. People, you give a handout one time, and everybody else want a handout. That's why it's so hard to do a kind deed these days. But let that not be a deterrent, though. You know, we still should do kind deeds. Yeah, man, I would have fired your ass too, man. I mean, I may not have necessarily fired you because I got a heart and I understand where you're coming from, but we would have to have a talk. I would have to bring you to the office to let you know you can't call me if the boss and expect me to pay for the customer food. There's nothing to be gained from that. I mean, yeah, sometimes if I want to do something like that, I do it myself. I own the place, but you can't call me and ask me. That's ignorant. That's stuff you get fired for. Asking the boss to pay for the customer food is something that's worthy of a person being fired. Now, people may not like me saying that, but just realize that. CEO mentality. Poor minds situation, CEO mentality. Plus, the firemen's make more than the women at McDonald's or the guys at McDonald's. I got another story I'm not going to put in, but this other lady who was arrested because she interrupted a meeting saying that she can't even afford food and clothes off the McDonald's minimum wage she got. And, you know, I might have a clip, but you can look it up yourself, though. That's it, though. So, always comment, like, subscribe. God bless. Go in peace. Plenty of imagination for life. And as always, believe in what you want to be. Da-da-da-da-da. Loving it.
I just gotta talk about it 'cause it needs to be talked about. I don't even know why you ain't done it yet. Somebody say something.